you going to expect the person on the side of you to want the salvation if you got a frown on your face all the time? How you expect the person on the side of you to get saved if you ain't saved yourself? Amen. If you're only pretending on the side of the people at the church and they only see you in a certain way, but when you're at home, you're a different way, you ain't going to get nobody saved because they know the real you. So I thank God for my life, health, and strength that the Lord has blessed me with. I appreciate God for my salvation. I thank God for being a pillar of the church. I thank God for just wanting to be more in the ministry of the Church of God.
Before we call the next person speaks, there's a Nissan Rogue, dark gray, license plate BR40467. Your car is running. Okay, come on, my dear sister.
Hi, my name is Sister Taylor. I'm from Joliet, Illinois. Congregation, Pastor Hodges is my pastor.
Amen.
I so thank God that I'm able to be here today. I wasn't here in person for the last 2 days, but God bless. Long story short, he blessed the miracle, and I was able to come here today.
Amen.
Thank God. When we were singing that song, I'm that person that doesn't know what day it was, but I do know that somebody touched me. God saved me when I was 15 years old, and
Amen.
I do know it was around this month that God settled me, and it's going on 3 years now, and I'm just praying that God bless me to stay strong, to keep going. I thank God for the saints. I love the saints. It's just different being in person versus watching online. It's just so much better.
Yes.
So I just thank God for being here.
Amen.
I love you all
God
so
bless
much.
you.
And when you think about me, pray for me, Sister Taylor.
Amen. Come on, Brother Dukes. Okay, he wants the sisters to go. Come on, Sister Julie, and then we'll make our way forward.
I'd like to say good morning to the saints. Thank God for yet being saved and encouraged to live for God. I appreciate God for saving me, and I don't know what day of the week it was, but it was May 10th, I believe, of 1993. And I just thank God for his mercy unto me. I thank God for blessing me to come out of false religion. I thought the Jehovah's Witnesses were the truth, but I thank God for bringing me out. I thank God for all that he's done for me down through the years, even though it hasn't been easy, but God has walked with me all the way, and I thank God for his mercies. I just want to give God all the praise and all the glory for all that he has done. Continue to pray for me.
Amen. Before the next person speaks, we're going to ask some saints to start lining up to the side. We're going to call for Brother Kermit, Brother Kendall, and then Sister Rachel from Sharon. Come on, sis.
I thank the Lord for being saved. My name is Sister Nina. I am Pastor Hodges is my pastor. I thank God for being saved. I thank God for his goodness. Actually, this is my home. So I was born and raised here. I thank God for reclaiming me. I was a saint's child who got saved, backslid, got saved, and backslid. Sure. But I told God, this time I want to be settled. And God has settled me. God let me know he is with me every step of the way. And I learned this. You know, you can have as much as God as you want. You know, you can ask for crumbs, but he got the whole bakery. You want the whole bakery or the crumbs? I thank God for letting me know that I can have as much as I want of him. And he has given me that. It's so wonderful to be saved. It's so wonderful to be with the saints, to see people who, since I was a child, continue to be saved, to see people I've known when we weren't saved together and then see them now and they're still saved. They're saved, I'm saved. It's a wonderful feeling.
Yes.
I thank God for being here. I told my dad this reunion, I was like, this is great. I feel fantastic. Amen. I thank God for his goodness.
God bless you, sis. Amen. Come on, sis. You can go ahead. Mm-hmm. Cooper, sister. I'm sorry. Okay. I don't have y'all names together. Forgive me.
It's all right. It's all right. I thank God for being saved. I thank God for the opportunity again to give my testimony. I appreciate God for his faithfulness and for his love. I appreciate God for his keeping grace. I was talking with a coworker at some point, and he was like, you know, are you going to be working on Monday? I said, I don't know. You know, it would be nice to have this Monday off. I said something about peace of mind. He said, well, you have peace of mind every day of the week. And I'm like, yes, I do. And I appreciate God for his faith.
Amen.
I appreciate God for his goodness, his love. I appreciate God for that peace of mind. I don't need other people to give it to me. I have it for myself because of God.
Yes.
I appreciate God for giving me my own testimony. I grew up living with saints. I grew up seeing how saints live. I know my father's testimony. I know my mother's testimony. I know how they are. I needed it for myself. You can't ride on somebody else's coattails. You can't ride into heaven on mama's coattails. Mama's gone. She did her job.
Come on, sis.
It's for me to do mine.
God.
I appreciate God for how he's helped me and been such an awesome God in my life. I have no complaints with God or with salvation. God has been too good and too good for too long. I appreciate God for his faithfulness.
Amen. Come on, Sister Flynn, and then we'll come back to this side. I'm sorry. Here it comes. Sis, you have a mic already? You can go ahead.
Amen. I thank God for salvation. I appreciate God for sanctification. My name is Sister Janae, and I'm from Pastor Lloyd's congregation in Sharon,
Amen.
Tennessee. And I thank God for this salvation because you know what, saints? God can save a preacher. Listen, saints, I was
Come on,
a sinning
sis.
preacher in false religion. Didn't know no better. Just in the pulpit,
Come on, sis.
in and out. Nobody asked me what I was living like. They just liked somebody who said good words. That's all that mattered to them. But listen, I met a saint, and the saint didn't care about my titles. They didn't care nothing about that. And I thank God for it. I thank God
Amen.
for it because, listen, God in his faithfulness brought me to a men's mission. Because though I was a false religious preacher, I wanted to be right, and God knew I wanted to be right. So he brought me to a men's mission, and I didn't know why I was there. But these men had to have church, more church than I went to my whole life. They was there 3 times a day, every day, something like that. But the one day that I went, I told them, and I said, I don't know why I'm here. I just believe God brought me here. And the one service that I went to for the Bible study, brother, it was a saint of God there. And I don't remember the message, but I remember his testimony. He said he had been saved for either 6 or 7 years, and he hadn't sinned against God one time. And there I was with my sinning preacher, worldly self, sitting there just thinking, what would my life look like if I wasn't lying, if I wasn't cheating, if I wasn't cussing, if I wasn't doing all these things? But because I was religious and I was assistant pastor, I couldn't say this is what I wanted, so I didn't. I left. He prayed and I got out of there. But the faithfulness of God, saints. I cranked up my ignition, and the song on the radio said, nothing but the pure in heart shall see God. And my heart